We did hear briefly after Isak Paredes' home run in the ninth, the "sell the team" chant
Ah, yes, we did.
down the first base line a little bit behind us, up and behind us. It was not nearly as loud as it would become the next evening, and I'm loving to hear your firsthand account because you were at not only the Friday game with me, you were there on Saturday as well. Another eventful, let's say, game. Unless you had more to talk about with Friday.
No,
I
no,
don't mean
no,
to
no,
move you
no,
along,
no,
but
no. Move me along.
all right.
So, Robin and I had wanted to get the 83 batter jerseys, hockey jerseys they were giving away. So,
So that's why you mentioned that. I wasn't sure you were 100% serious about that, but
yeah,
that's your main motivation is to get
that,
the
well,
giveaway.
I love going to a Sox game. And
Well, it couldn't be because they're so great. So
no, I just love being in a baseball park.
yeah,
So
this would be the like your fourth or fifth game. Six is how many games have you been to already?
that was Saturday night was the fourth game.
Okay,
So, I
that's
go
love, man.
I go back on to StubHub, and what is there? $100 tickets for the guaranteed rate club, which is on the 200 level
Okay,
behind home plate.
so just above where we were at then,
Right.
and you're in the club then.
Yeah, and it's open air, but there's a
Okay,
roof too. You've got cover over you, so if it was gonna rain, because originally there was some rain in the forecast for the during that evening game, you're covered. You're not
okay,
gonna get wet. All inclusive buffet again,
damn,
all inclusive booze and seat service. Um,
wow.
I will say this: the food selection at the club is more of a ballpark feel. So
Okay.
I feel like you, from a food standpoint, would have and I did too. I enjoyed the food up there more so than like Smitty and I looked at the buffet and we're like, we don't come to a ball game to eat like this.
Yeah, I don't need carved meats before a
Leg
game or
of
during a
lamb.
game.
It was like leg of lamb down at the scout seats. I'm like, holy shit, there's leg of lamb. I kind of want it, but I kind of don't want it. I don't
Yeah,
know.
it's kind of that part was definitely wasted on us, or at least me for sure, because I go to a ball game. I'm not a foodie by any means, but beyond that, at a ball game, I want a Polish sausage, especially when I'm on the south side, or a hot dog or something. I'm not
Yeah.
too picky, so
Yeah.
the
They had
buffet
like
was a little bit lost on me. So yeah, that's interesting about the what they call it, the rate guaranteed
the
rate
rate
club.
club. Yeah.
Okay,
So yeah, so I was right back at it,
wined
down
and dined.
down in light beers again, like someone was paying me for it. But
And you got your hockey jersey.
I even got a Buffalo even got some Buffalo Trace up there too. So it was
Wow.
yeah, it was a winning night. Well, it was a winning night in regards to that.
Oh boy.
Now let's talk about what I thought was probably the only time this had happened in history, but I was later informed it was not. But we'll get to that. So we're enjoying the game quite a lot. Lance Lynn seems to have taken the call out from Steve Stone, had a couple extra salads that week, and was pitching like a beast. The beast he
In
is.
fact, I thought we were going to have our first no of the week that we
Yes.
could use this year, but alas, that went awry.
Not only did it go awry, it what was it? The train sort of off the rails. The train completely crashed in
Yeah.
the top of the seventh.
Yeah, much I pointed this out in the last episode that Kenny Williams' analogy of a train coming off the rails a bit just doesn't work. The train's either on the rails or it's a fucking train wreck. So
Right, exactly.
that seems to be how Saturday's game actually went.
Yeah, we went from um a no-hit 10 strikeout effort
Mm,
through 6 to a 10-run top of the 7th.
Jesus.
And I was I just couldn't believe it. Well, I could, but I couldn't. I couldn't believe that no one in the bullpen, no one could get us off the field.
Yeah.
And not just the bullpen. Freaking like Ryan Hazley muffed the ball, just
Oh,
like
Adam
dropped
Hazley?
it. Adam
The
Hazley, I'm
Adam or
sorry.
yeah, I forget his name, but
Yeah, just drops the ball like a perfect, easily hit ball to him, just drops it.
yikes.
Like it was just an inning to forget.
It started with Lance Lynn coming off the rails, though, didn't it? I mean, I
Well,
saw he
he
had
was,
4 earned runs charged to him. So,
yeah. I mean, one was a solo shot, but
okay,
then
he must have
um,
loaded the bases somehow, and then the relievers couldn't get anybody out. I
I
didn't
thought
see
he,
the game.
I thought he had 3 earned runs charged to him, but
I
whatever.
just I looked up the box score and it said
Yeah.
4. Maybe that was
Okay.
incorrect, but
Yeah. So,
so I was trying to piece together how it fell
but
apart.
all
But
those 3 other runs, he wasn't pitching at the time.
well, he put him on base,
Yeah,
so
he put
that
him on base, but that goes back to the White Sox relievers and having the really high inherited runners.
well
Um,
that too. But what I was thinking is that continues Steve Stone's point potentially that him being out of shape, Lance Lynn
oh
being a
yeah,
bit out of shape, maybe he ran out of gas
yeah, true.
very quickly all of a sudden, and wasn't able to recover. But again, that there's more to that story too. You told me there was an apology. I missed that from Steve Stone to
Oh
Lance
yeah,
Lynn.
he went down and apologized, saying
He
that
kind of had to. I'd be surprised if he
yeah,
didn't actually, but I
no,
had
he admitted the comments came out crass when he was just trying to be funny
it was it was not
and
necessary by any
yeah,
means.
he
It
was
was hilarious.
trying to be funny, and we all laughed,
Yeah,
but
I'm glad he did it, but
yeah, he wasn't trying to be he wasn't trying to be a dick, even though he definitely sounded like he was being a dick.
I don't think he has to try hard to be a dick.
No,
It's partly in his
he's a
nature.
pretty arrogant person.
Word Hole Media.